welcome to this week's Reset. A couple weeks ago, I had to go to the drugstore to pick something up, and I arrived a little bit early before they had opened. So I pulled into the parking lot, and directly across from me on Division Street in Davenport was a bus stop. And it was that time of day where the bus was going to be coming soon. And I started seeing a number of people coming up to wait at the stop. There was just a couple of younger people there to begin with, and they were dressed what a lot of people call goth. They dark clothes, could even see that some of their fingernails were painted black, and they had that certain look about them. Right after that, not actually at the bus stop, but at the intersection, 3 motorcyclists pulled up. And they're all dressed the same. They're dressed in black leather, just kind of had that same look, a few scarves and things like that, that some people I guess would even call it a biker gang. Not long after that, a few people pulled up alongside of me in a car. Obviously, maybe they were waiting for the drugstore to open too. And they were dressed in business suits. So they were probably going to an office. And I started thinking, these people are all in these different spots and everything, but they seem to be part of, for lack of a better how to tag it, birds of a feather. And you know, I started thinking a lot about how people tend to hang out that have common interest. I remember a few photography places that I had worked, we all were required to wear the same thing. We were required to wear the same shirts that had the company logo on it. I remember one other place we were required to actually wear a tie where we worked. And it identified us. And you know, it's really easy when we see people or we try to stereotype people as being of a certain type of group, that we think about how they are and you know, what their lifestyle might be like. But you know, there's another part to that too. There's the, I guess, not just satisfaction, but the comfortable feeling that we get when we know that we are together in a group of people that may think the same way or may work the same way or have the same ideas. And I think back to the time of Jesus and how he looked at people. It probably wasn't the same way that we look at people today. We may look at someone that doesn't really dress up very much, and we may think of them as poor, or we look at a biker gang that might, well, they're up to no good. So let's imagine that you're sitting at a table and you have 2 friends with you, and they all have common interests and they have your interests and everything. Somebody sits down next to you all and you get to talking to them, and you ask them, hey, what do you do for a living? And they say, I'm an IRS agent. Well, that could maybe create a completely different atmosphere. That commonality, that birds of a feather, is broken by someone who obviously has different interests, different vocations, and things like that. What I'm getting to is this. What I want you to think about today is how Jesus looks at everyone with the same eyes, no matter who you are or where you come from. One of the things that he said in the book of Matthew was that those who are first will be last, and those who are last will be first. Now I know, and I think we're kidding ourselves if we don't stereotype a lot of people. If we see a biker gang together, we may think, well, you know, we might prejudge what their lifestyle might be like. But, you know, I know somebody who actually makes well into the 6 figures, who lives in a very nice home and drives a very nice car, that dresses up in black leather on the weekends and goes out and rides his Harley. But you know, coming back to Jesus, and you know, change is something that can be good in our lives. It can be bad, of course, as well. But a lot of times things change, our ideas change, our interests change, the people that we hang around with change. But Jesus doesn't look at us that way. God doesn't look at us this way. And for me, I know that in the book of Matthew, where Jesus talks about those that are first will be last, those that are last will be first, that can be derived a lot of different ways about giving up world possessions and that. But to me, the way, my take home on that is that Jesus accepts us no matter what we've contributed in our life. Even the thief on the cross was offered salvation who was next to Jesus at that time. And he doesn't qualify us by a social status or the amount of money we make. It's given to us all. We have a God that is unchanging. And in that particular scenario, I'm glad, I'm happy that that is the character of Jesus. Because we will change, we will continue to make mistakes, we will have different ideas, but Jesus is consistent. That is the one thing that is most important. And when I really think about it, Jesus is the only one, God is the only one that I have ever encountered in my life who was completely 100% unwavering. I know that I've changed my ideas and I've changed my way of doing things and the way that I accept things in my life. And I think you would probably agree that you do too. But we have this God that, first of all, loves us, forgives us, and gives us a second chance more than 2 times. So my challenge to you today is to focus on the unchanging God, to be careful about how we categorize people, how we put them on our own pedestals or below our own pedestals, and realize that we are a witness to a world that proves an unchanging God. And may we have the ability, as hard as it is sometimes, to forgive and to see people also different and also the same as God does. So thanks for joining Reset today. I'm very thankful to be a part of this video series, and I hope that you will tune in again next week with a new episode. Have a great week and celebrate the unchanging, unwavering character of God.
Thousand generations falling down in worship to sing the song of ages to the Lamb. And all who've gone before us and all who will believe will sing the song of ages to the Lamb. Your name is the highest, your name is the greatest, your name stands above them all thrones and dominions, all powers and positions, your name stands above them all, and the angels cry, holy. All creation cries, holy, you are lifted high, holy, holy forever. Sing the song forever and amen. And the angels cry, holy, all creation cries, holy, you are lifted high, holy, holy forever. Hear your people sing, holy, to the King of Kings. Holy, you will always be. Holy, holy forever. Your name is the highest, your name is the greatest, your name stands above them all thrones